Hi guys, it's Aegis here. So today I'm here with a Great Nature deck profile, and this time I'll be covering Leopald Reverse. So Leopald is basically the oldest Great Nature unit that we have in the era, as long as I remembers. And in the past, we don't like Leopald that much for that randomness effects that we can't get to control, because he can only activate his skill on the Vanguard Circle, and all the randomness clearing skills are also on Vanguard Circle, so you don't get a choice. But now with new support, with Leopald Reverse, the game actually changed, and Leopald is actually quite important in this deck. So without further ado, let's go into deck profile. Starting Vanguard, anything you like, and then go into our Leopold's 4 of the Leopald Reverse and 4 of our normal Leopald. Still, he is a card that full of randomness, but for early game push, I think it's still a very good card. But if you can actually go to Leopald Reverse, you will always go to Leopald Reverse, because it's a card that, like people say online, is a card that complete everything by itself. And why is that? Let's look into his skills. First skill, Vanguard Circle skill once per turn, lock one of your Leopald Vanguard, and for the turn, when you discard cards from your deck, that card will have a normal trigger order card type. So basically got everything. And this skill is important because for the next one, which is a counterblast one, is in a Vanguard Circle once per turn active skill, you discard the top card of the deck, and for the card type, you do the following. So you use the first skill, you run all 3. Normal unit, you look at top 5, call 2 unit cards to ricochet goes up for your deck, so you can get more units back like the old Leopold. Trigger unit, you get a permanent skill that your front row get plus 5k, and this unit get a crit. So not a 15k pump on your Vanguard, but a 5k to your whole front row, but you still get a crit. And order card type, you get a XL, so you basically on your first ride you can get 2 XLs from there, which is very nice. And what you need is only another Leopald Vanguard, so that's why we run 8. Make sure we get the pieces. When you go on ride with a Leopald Reverse, you're always ready. Be reward, plus 5 to the front row, plus crit, get an extra circle, call an extra unit out, push, done. Right? And to increase your success, we're running 3 of the Isabel. So Isabel, main uses here is to look at top 3 of the deck and rearrange them. So it can be before you do your drive checks. It can't be before you start ditching cards in the deck, because you look at top 3, okay, so I need to filter cards out. Then you do some lottery effects to kind of mill your own deck while enjoy your own full effects with Isabel or with Leopald Reverse. Or if you see the triggers, you're ready and you just go for it, right? So Isabel is quite important, but she's more for that usage, and if you really need her to be a Vanguard, feel free to ride her as a backup plan. And then 4 birds, Great Researchers, 12k attackers, will pop himself at the end phase. That's basically it. But being able to search the key Great Freeze you need, or even a Heal Guardian for your early game survival, is quite important. And this card sees so much uses, like in recent supports, like from Polaris, from this. Just a good card. 3 Binoculars Tiger, because we always get the full effects out. We get a draw, we get to choose 3 front units plus 5k, you get to pop a unit. That is quite important removal, so we're still running that much. And to increase the power, we are using Geograph Giant, a simple 17k beater on extra circle, and then we get the pluses from the extra circle, so 5k, 10k to 22, 27, and then you adjust right from there. And mini belly, again, searching graveyard is quite important, and this is also one of the easiest card to actually get the 5k, because you just need to have a unit on a extra circle, which is easy, right? So so far I don't see a reason to actually cut mini belly, because it's so easy to get the 5k. It's searching the cards that you need, not like some other decks that they might not need graveyard searches at all, because the this card is not helping. The plus 5k is not that easy to get, but for Great Nature it's just a good fit. And then 4 of the Remas is, again, we get both effects off so easily, so we get Soul Charge, we get a counter charge. You don't need to worry about losing all resources, but you do need to be careful as well. Just don't simply recklessly spam all your resources, but at least you get a chance to cover. That's all that matters. 2 cat, mainly for the mill. When you mill it, you get Soul +1 to choose a drawing card, which is a regular plus 5k. So far from my testing, I didn't get that to happen, probably because I'm only running 2, because I'm saving spaces for 2 of the Monoculous Tiger for some card restrictions. But the cat is good to have, and even if you got it in hand, just use it for guard. This is a boost that won't hurt you at all. And then we can quickly go into triggers. So this deck overall is actually quite fast. We have 8 crits, 4 draw PGs, and 4 heal guardians. A very simple rushing build while trying to survive early game, trying to survive big attacks while having a little bit of draw resources so that we can get our pieces faster. The game plan is actually aimed to win like on your first Griffey ride or the next, usually, because you aim to use your Leopald Reverse plus crit to go in. You aim to use your Isabel to actually see through the future, and unless you really have a really bad luck, you should be able to win from there. Yeah. And then you do your graveyard searches, you do your removals, you do your big punches, you do your little middle punch, not as big, cover resources, guard restrictions. That's basically it. Yeah. So the deck is actually quite simple, and thanks to Leopold, complete all the skill by itself. You just need to look at top 5 and see what you get, basically. And gain crit, punch, try to win in 2 turns. That's all you need to do. Yeah. So actually this deck overall is quite short, but I think it's good. Making sure this deck is actually quite simple. The hardest thing I think is actually find the Leopold, the original ones. But if you clear that, usually the rest of the pieces isn't that hard to get. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Like this video if you like Leopold, like this deck build, like Great Nature. Share with your friends. Comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on playing Leopold Reverse. Or do you use other cards? I did see people using a Legion pair, but I am aiming for a faster game, so I'm using the Isabel to help me see through the future, plan the future, just make the game fast. Yeah, and it's so great to see a V-Clan collection that giving Great Nature some good supports. It doesn't always happen, but we always get some fun toys, sometimes good, sometimes normal. But when we get some good stuff, it's time to change, like, the meta, hopefully. But even though we still like facing Gold Paladin, facing Bermuda, we're still having some hard times, and even Gears. But we get some good toys, we're having fun, that's all that matters, right? Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Signing off.